Welcome to Vicky Makes and Builds. I've been really looking forward to this video today because I am going to build my very first Cloudberries jigsaw puzzle. I've had my eye on Cloudberries for quite a while. I just love all the designs. I think they're really cool, and I've heard really good things about them. I've not heard a single bad thing about them. But the reason it took me this long to finally put one together is I just struggled to pick one. There were just so many nice ones. So in the end, I decided up on a puzzle called Origami, which I will pop up on the screen for you just now. As you can see, it has lots of beautifully made different coloured paper cranes hanging from thin pieces of white cotton, and the background is all blue. And the reason I went for this one is because, as I said, I was quite undecided, and one day a couple of weeks ago I was tidying up my daughter's bedroom and I happened across, if I could just reach over for it, this book of origami. I used to do it when I was a kid and tried to get my kids into it. They've done a little bit, but it brought back some quite nice nostalgic memories. So that is the reason that I went for the origami puzzle by Cloudberries. Now, a video about an origami puzzle wouldn't be complete without some actual origami. So I do have that for you as a little bonus at the end. I'm going to make an origami crane like the ones on the box. And I also have another little idea of something fun to make with origami, but I won't give that away just yet. So stay tuned till the end and you'll be able to see that. I don't have a specific plan for the puzzle. I'm just going to use my usual method, which I call myself a shuffler. Not the most elegant of terms, but basically what I mean by that is that I'm not a meticulous sorter of pieces. I tend, when I'm just doing a puzzle, just, for fun, I tend to shuffle the pieces around with my hand, pull out the edge pieces until I've got enough to start building, and then I pick out bold colours and whatever happens to jump out at me from the box. So I'm going to do it like that with my usual method. I think probably the blue background will be done last because there's quite a lot of it, and it may require some shape sorting, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It's just going to be a simple time-lapse video, so I really hope you enjoy. And now to get the box opened. To open the box. It will let me. There we go. So, as you would expect, a nice bag of pieces. And, it looks as though it comes with a poster. Nice. So let's get these pieces in the box. Out they come. I'm always amazed by how much the pile seems to double in size when you let it out the bag. It all looks so neat and small when it's in the bag. But anyway, so here's the pieces. Do the obligatory mix. Don't see any stuck together, which is great. Normally there's a good bunch stuck together. Pieces look fine. Lovely quality piece, nice kind of matte finish, nice and thick. Not sure how it interlocks yet, but it looks as though it would be pretty sturdy. So I think now we just crack on with it. Okay, so at this point, most of the cranes are done and my shuffling method has pretty much been exhausted. I'm not really seeing the pieces as regularly, the colourful pieces. So I have moved over to a little bit of sorting. There aren't as many pieces left, so it's a pretty quick process. I just separated it into the two boxes, blue pieces, the background pieces as you can see here, and also the remaining pieces with origami cranes still on them. So now time to put those remaining colourful pieces into the puzzle. We're just down to background blue pieces now. So I have moved over to shape sorting, but I have not just sorted all the shapes, all the blue bits into the different shapes. I've separated according to whether or not there are vertical strings. Because that is a differentiating factor with these pieces, and it also helps to do that because I know which way around they go, I know which way they're orientated, I know they're not going to be horizontal because all the strings are holding up the cranes, like this one here, for example. So they're always going to be vertical. So what I have done is this box here has all pieces with string on them, all aligned vertically, and there's a little bit of overflow on those, so there's one or two at the bottom of this tray as well. Then I've got just the blank blue pieces. There are some slight variances in shade where the cranes are like cast a shadow against the wall, but all the blank pieces with no strings are there. And also on the right hand side over here, there's obviously more of this shaped piece. But there's one or two other shaped pieces up here. Again, they're ones without strings. And then all the ones with strings are over here. So we've only got 4 of those. With some you can barely even see the string. There's a tiny little bit on there. It's easy to miss. You have to look quite closely. So I think it will still take a little while, probably slow down progress now, but that's the sorting done anyway. So just time now to crack on putting them in the puzzle. Ta-da! Phew, well, I got a bit scared there because Earlier on this morning, our two kittens came running into the room. They'd been let out by accident, and one of them knocked the box of pieces that I had remaining flying out of my hands and all over the floor. And I genuinely thought I had a missing piece there for a second, but I found it. It skittered under the sofa, so I found it. Thank goodness. I was quite worried there for a little bit, but it's done. And it's really pretty. I love it. I think it's a really lovely, lovely design on this puzzle. It wasn't too difficult. Well, maybe it wasn't as hard as you might think. If you follow a method where you're doing, if you choose to do the edges first, obviously do those first. But then if you do all the birds, because they're quite bold, stark colours, you can pretty much throw all the birds together and put them in the right place according to the picture. And then you really are just filling in gaps. That did slow me down, admittedly, and took a little while, but I used everything in my arsenal of puzzle building abilities to help me. So what I mean by that is this isn't all just the same shade of blue, and obviously you've got these vertical bits of cotton holding up the cranes. So first I separated, as I said earlier, the bits with the vertical lines, and I actually did those first. So I ended up with a lot of kind of lines down the middle of the puzzle. And then after that, I was sorting by shape, but I was looking for pieces where there was obvious shadow that obviously went behind the cranes. And I was able to fit pieces in fairly quickly using that method. And then when shadows pretty much failed me, I was doing things like trying to put pieces in like this shape and this shape, because I didn't have many of those. Just anything to narrow the pieces down that I could do, I basically did. Sometimes I would pick out slightly odd-shaped pieces, like this one here, and this kind of squished one here. And again, that helped as well. So everything I could do to put it together as quickly as I could, I basically did. There were some frustrating moments, once or twice when I had a piece in the wrong place. Not too many times. I found that happened to me on the edge more often than in the middle. Because aside from the crane bits on the edge and the bits of cotton, there were some very similar looking pieces, and some of them slotted together and they looked right, but I can't really complain. There weren't many of those, and it was easily fixed. So yeah, a brilliant, lovely puzzle. I'm so glad that I chose this one. It's really pretty, and I would highly recommend it. Next, I'm going to do some real origami, so stay tuned. Okay, time to make my origami crane. So I'm just using my handbook of origami for this, and I will, if I can find it, I will link it in the description. I don't know if it's available on Amazon. I think I might have bought this in a bookshop here in the UK, but it was quite a while ago, so I can't remember. But if I can't find it, I'm sure there will be plenty of other origami books that you could perhaps use for this. I think the crane is a fairly standard thing to make with origami, so I'm sure it will be in other origami books, if I can't find it, that is. Or there's always YouTube, of course. here we have the final crane. Huh, not so bad. In fact, if I pop this on the puzzle, wow, it almost just blends right in. It could be part of the puzzle. Or maybe not. Aside from the fact that it's spotty, it's not folded quite as beautifully as these lovely cranes in the puzzle. But anyway, there we go. If you fancy having a go at folding an origami crane yourself, it's very, very doable. And origami paper's not that expensive either. I bought mine from a shop here in the UK called The Works that sells kind of craft stuff. Sells all sorts actually, but it has a lot of craft stuff, so yeah. So, if you'll remember earlier in the video, I mentioned that I had a fun idea of something else I could make using origami. I thought it would be really fun to make an origami jigsaw puzzle piece, and I had a look on the internet and I surfed YouTube and I found a video by a chap. His channel is called JeremyShaferOrigami, and I'm going to link his video in the description below because he builds it at a really kind of good pace and it's really easy to follow. So I'm going to link that down below, and I am going to make an origami puzzle piece for you, so enjoy. So that's all I've got for today, folks. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. This one's been a really fun one. And this puzzle, this origami puzzle by Cloudberries, is one of my favourites to date. I've really, really enjoyed it and I think it's a lovely puzzle. So I'm definitely going to be purchasing and building more Cloudberries puzzles, but that will have to wait for a short while because I'm now going to get back on with my giant Disney Orchestra 13,200 piece puzzle. I am going to get started very soon on section 4, which will, when it's finished, will mean I'm 2/3 of the way done. So I'm really looking forward to getting started on that again. So please like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you would like to follow my journey on the large puzzle as well. And in the meantime, happy puzzling and I will see you next time.